Shri Itala Rajendra Garu, Patrikadipati Shri Rajam Garu, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, my dear students, their parents, media friends. Good evening to all of you. All of you are aware we are in what is called post-industrial era. Industrial era is over. Now we are in post-industrial era. While capital was the source of wealth in industrial era, it is knowledge or talented and creative individuals are the source of wealth in post-industrial era. All of you belong to this category. Here in this era, the service sector industry dominates when compared to brick and mortar industry. Here, a person out of nothing, with his sheer brain power, you have seen a person like Bill Gates, a person like Zuckerberg, from nowhere that become billionaires and the richest people in the world. How did it happen? It happened because they made use of their brains. This is the most important thing. Today is a momentous occasion for all of you. You have achieved something that is worth remembering forever in your life, but it is just the beginning. Whatever you have learned, in fact, it is stated that an illiterate in 21st century is a person who cannot unlearn whatever he has already learned. Okay? You have to constantly update your knowledge. You have to constantly change your theoretical framework. Whatever you have learned so far is more bookish, but when compared to that, practical life is different. Mr. Rajam was talking about what is employability, what is education. These are completely different things. Today there is a lot of gap. Today I want a good engineer. I'm not able to get a good engineer. If I want a good, even a mason, carpenter, anybody, we are not able to get good quality people. What is wrong with our education system? We'll have to think over. Small countries, imagine a country like South Korea whose population is just 6 crore, to acquire all these skills so that you will be more employable, more than becoming more employable. Please keep in mind, as Mr. Rajam is talking about, you shall yourself become an entrepreneur and create many more jobs. Why should you go after somebody who keep on begging, saying that, sir, please give me the job? Instead of that, actually, you think of every problem that is surrounding you is an opportunity for you. Any problem you think over, think of a solution for that. Create a small entrepreneurial firm, actually. See, try to be your own boss and try to create more employment opportunities for all of you. The new state of Telangana is going to have tremendous opportunities for all of you. You have to explore it. You have to grab these opportunities with both hands and shall become successful. To be successful, the most important thing is you have to have fire in your belly that I shall excel. If only you have that belief that I shall excel, you will excel. Otherwise, you will become a mediocre and simply you will start accepting whatever. That's a fatalistic attitude. Don't be a fatalist. Instead, see that you always aim that you shall get the best. You shall achieve the best, and then you shall give something back to the society, because all of us belong to the privileged sections of the society. We belong to less than 2% of Indian population. We are privileged to be graduates, we are privileged to be postgraduates, so we shall give something back to the society. Think of your poor brethren in the villages. They are not able to have proper education, they are not able to have proper food. Try to help them to begin with. Once you get either a job or you create your own opportunity and start making money, try to contribute something to the society and also start giving something back to your alma mater, so that this MVS or engineering college becomes a great institution like Harvard or Stanford or any of these international names. It shall become a top class global institution. That shall be your aim. Of course, they keep on asking me, so what's happening about metro? I don't have much time to say, but today I would like to make an announcement. We have achieved an engineering construction record today. We have completed the 1,000th span in Hyderabad in a record time of less than 20 months. It took 7 years in Mumbai to complete 11 kilometers of viaduct, elevated viaduct. It took more than 5 years in Chennai and Bangalore to complete about 25 kilometers. And it took about 4 years in Delhi to complete about 25 kilometers of elevated viaduct. Today in Hyderabad, less than 20 months, we completed 1,000 spans, that is 27 kilometers. This is an Indian record. We have achieved it. I've just made this press release. I mentioned it to the Honorable Chief Minister. Chief Minister said, this is the spirit we should have. You shall complete Hyderabad Metro Rail project ahead of schedule. This is the target he has given to me. There are lots of engineering innovation we are bringing to the country for the first time. What is called CBTC, communication-based train control system, that technology we are bringing to Hyderabad and we are bringing to India. We are far, far ahead of all of the metros because we have the advantage. I've seen 200 metros in the world. After that, we are building this metro. This is going to be the pride of Hyderabad. This is going to be the pride of Telangana. Have a look at our peers, the aesthetics which we are bringing in. There are lots of elements actually which is beyond engineering. It's beyond engineering actually. It's not a simple mass transit project. It is an opportunity for us to redesign Hyderabad as a people-friendly global city. This is what our Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister is talking about. Hyderabad has to be a global city. Mr. Rajam was also just mentioning about it. All of us shall strive hard to make Hyderabad a global city. All of us shall contribute to that. I once again congratulate all of you on this occasion and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.